Hey guys, it's Turtle, and you're probably wondering why I'm even here filming a Schleck video again. Well, turns out I had made my decisions to continue doing Schleck, but I won't be doing any more voice-acted series, so you can no longer voice act in my series. And I know some of that might be unfair to some other people who didn't, get a chance to voice act in my series, or just people who weren't involved in that kind of stuff at all. But this is pretty much the only thing I can do if I want. This is pretty much the only thing I can do if I have a chance of doing Schleck again. So, I'm sorry, but right now it's the way it's gotta be. Alright, so now that I got rid of some confusing stuff, I'm going to be doing another collection tour, but this time it's on my cats this time, and not my dogs. Which, the last time I did this, I think it was around, it was almost a year ago, I think. Which is crazy to think about. But, so, I'm going to be doing an updated version. So, I've gotten a lot more cats since I filmed that video, obviously. So, I'm going to be sharing it with you guys today. And yes, I will be continuing only trio soon. So, you guys can expect stuff like that. But people who voice acted in those series, I'm sorry, but you won't be able to voice act in them anymore. So, enough yapping. Let's just get into the video. So first I'm going to start with my lions, because I think I have the most of them. So, yeah, let's start with the lions. Start with the Schleck lions. Now, I did want to collect a few more lions before I did this, this collection tour, but, here we are. So, these two are the same model. These are the Schleck 2017 lions, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they are. Not a huge fan of these guys. And if you look closely, there's actually a difference between this one and this one. This one is the made in China variant. See? It says Schleck Limes underneath. And this one says designed in Germany, and it's made in Portugal. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Yeah, these are the Schleck lions, the newer ones. These two actually feel different. This one feels more smoother, I guess. It's weird, and this one is more rough, I think. Yeah, this has a weird, feeling to it. I don't know why, it feels weird. This one I definitely preferred than this one. But this one was my first ever lion I got, so yeah, just a little fun fact. And back then, I wasn't very gentle with my figurines, so this guy's just in rough shape. But this one, he's brand new. He's nearly brand new, because I did not use him yet. And these two would play different characters because they look obviously a lot different from each other, so, pretty cool. Next we have the older Schleck lion. I love this guy. This guy's retired. I don't know what date he is. He is 2007. Ignore that voice crack, by the way. Yeah, he's beautiful. He's one of my favorites. I got him for a really good price, too. He's so good. His mane is so big. I think I named him Feather. Oh yeah, and this guy, his name is Trico. Yes, his name is Trico. Or Spark, if you watch the Only Trio series, his name is Spark, but in my very old, outdated series, Tiger Survival, his name was Trico. So, yeah. This guy I haven't used in a series yet, and I definitely plan on doing a lion series soon, so that's why I've been collecting a whole bunch of lions. So, yeah, this guy, he's beyond perfect. And then we have the Schleck Lion Cubs. These guys actually came in a lot with the older Schleck male. So this guy is probably one of my favorite lion figures. Like, he's so awesome. He is 2007. And I'm pretty sure this one's 2006. Yes, 2006. For both of them, and they're both males. This one actually kind of grew on me the more I had him, because, you know, he's just so cute. He's got his little tongue sticking out. I think he has that as well. I think the other one has that as well. Yeah. When I got these two, I was so happy because they were like my dream lion models to get. So, you know, happy I have these two. Next, these are my Schleck Cougars, or mountain lions, as you know, would like to call them. I'm just gonna put them into lions because, you know, they're like a type of lion, I guess you could say. So this one was my first one. I think his name is Clover. Yes, I named him Clover in Only Trio. You know, pretty cool. And I got this one because his paint job was actually a lot more different. Like, see, his face is darker, and, you know, body is a little bit different. But they're the same model. They're just different paint jobs. The only thing bad about this is that the tail actually goes lower than the paws, so it's a little bit off balance. But, you know, other than that, they're pretty cool. Oh, and by the way, their year is, wait, what's their year? Give me a second. It's 2021. Wow. This guy's a lot newer than I thought. Next, we're gonna do my toy mini lions, and we'll start with the cubs. I only have the white toy mini ones, which, you know, I'm happy to get the toy mini lions because they're so awesome. So this one's the standing one. Pretty cute. Mine kind of looks a little sad. It looks a little sad. That might just be mine though. But yeah, this guy's pretty cool. This one is my favorite. So cute. He's like a curious little cub. It's like great sitting position as well. And this one's like a lot of people's favorites. The walking toy mini lion cub. I want to get the brown version of these guys because these guys are just adorable. Probably my favorite lion cubs to this day. See, I can never choose a concrete favorite because all these figures are so good. Well, so yeah, these are the toy mini lion cubs. Alright, next we have the toy mini lionesses. The one that's laying down and the one that's standing up. This one's actually a lot smaller than I thought she'd be. Like, she's about the same size as the Schleck lion. Wait, let me compare them. Yeah, they're pretty much the same size. Yeah, I'd say they're like around the same size. So, yeah. I love this girl. She is very beautiful. And then we have the one that's laying down, which this makes me want to get more lying down lionesses because this one's actually so beautiful. The eyes are a little bit wonky on mine, but it's fine. I like how her tail kind of like swoops upwards. Like Toy Minnie has like so many unique poses. And like her paws kind of like tilted up. Yes, these are the Toy Minnie lionesses. And then last but not least of the Toy Minnie lions, we have the male one. He's absolutely beautiful. He's gotta be like my top 3 favorite lion models. I mean, come on. His face is so, like, his body build is like so powerful. Like, he's got lots of muscle. His mane is a little bit small, but that could be used great for a runt, or, you know, like the smallest lion. But he still works. I love him. I think I gave him a name already. I think I named him Mumble. He has bright blue eyes. Like, these are so realistic. Like, I like how they did the mane a different color than the rest of his body. It's like a tan. More like a tannish and stuff. Yeah, this is the Toy Minnie lion. Alright, next are the not the Toy Minnie ones, the Mojo lions. We have this one. He is a 2014. Yes, he's 2014. He was one of my first ones as well, so that's why he's kind of beat up a little bit. Wait till you see my Mojo lioness. But I did, his name is Jackson. I used him in Only Trio. His eyes are beautiful. I love this model. It's just the mane is a little short. I would have liked the mane to, you know, go out more to his shoulders and stuff. But it makes great for, like I said, with the Toy Minnie lion, a runt, or... But this one is kind of, like, bigger. Like, he's a lot bigger than the Toy Minnie one. He's a little small, though. Like compared to the Schleck ones, this guy's a little skinny. So yeah, I'd use him as, like, a juvenile or, like, a adolescent lion. But, yeah, this is the Mojo. Alright, and then we have the Mojo lioness. This one was my first ever lioness. And you can tell because she's so scratched up, but I still love her. Yep, this is probably one of my most beat up figurines. I know it's probably not that bad, but for me it's like look at her shoulders and stuff. You can tell this figure has been used for a long time. Like on my first ever videos that I did, which was like 3 years ago, around, that I have not posted on YouTube because it's a little too embarrassing to show. But speaking of, if you guys would want me to, you know, post some of my, you know, really old videos, if you guys want to see that, I mean, I could do it. They're just not good at all. But if you guys want to see it, then I guess I could post some. But anyways, her name is Mila. See, Mila in Only Trio, and I named her Tika in Tiger Survival, which I'm planning to do a remake of, by the way, so stay tuned. So yeah, this is the Mojo lioness. Alright, then last but not least, we have the Mojo lion cub. See, this one I got like way after I got the parents. See, I actually love how this Mojo cub looks. Like, I like how there's only like a few spots. It's just the face that kind of throws me off. Like, the ears are a little bit too big, in my opinion. But yeah, I usually use this one as a female cub. I haven't used her in a series, but I'd use her as a female cub. So yeah, not much to say about this one. This is the Mojo Lion Cub. And then next we got the Papo Lions. We're gonna start with the cubs first. Here are the Papo cubs. So these two are doubles, yes. This one's the oldest one. It's because like I bought this guy first, of course, and after I think I lost him, and then I never found him again, so I ended up buying another one, which was this guy. But then when my mom was mowing the lawn, she found it randomly after like months of it being lost. And yeah, I have two of these guys now. That was totally on accident, but they actually have different like pelt colors. Like you can see this one is darker than this guy. And since the Papo cubs are smaller than all the other cubs, I use them as like newborns. So yeah, what year are they? These guys are 2003. Wait. Yes, 2003 for both of them. So yeah. Next is one that I am still shocked I have, is the adolescent Papo lion. This guy I got purely by luck because this is the only listing I found of him since then, and he was like 60 Canadian dollars. At 60 Canadian dollars, so yeah, he was expensive, but he is well worth it because he is awesome. I love him. And if you notice, he's like actually a lot darker than the ones that most people have. I don't know why. Maybe it's just by use, just so much, because I got him used. That's why he's kind of scratched up. But yeah, he's a little bit darker. I don't know if that's just by overuse or if this is like some other variant that I have no idea exists. But yeah, I'm still happy to have him, even though he's a little bit darker. It's okay. I think he's a 2010. Yes. 2010 Papo adolescent lion. He's awesome. Alright. Next I have the male Papo lions. Okay, first we're going to start with this guy. He is the 2005 standing male. I think I got him a little bit after I got my Schleck lion. But see, this guy's actually quite old. I've had him for a while, but I just never got to using him. That's why he's in such good condition. I mean, you can see his nose is a little chipped, but you know that happens with all figures at some point. But you know what? I love him. And yeah, not much to say about this guy. And then we have this guy. Yes, this is the Papo Roaring Lion. I got this guy recently. He's my newest lion in my collection. He's just the newest figure I got, period. He is amazing. Like, he's actually a lot bigger than I thought he'd be. He's like growling. He's not really growling, he's roaring, but he doesn't look angry. Like, I feel like that's perfect for this guy. And his mane, I feel like, is way more defined. Like, it's like, you know how the toy mini lion has, like, the mane looks kind of flat? This guy is like the complete opposite. Like, it has a lot, like, you can tell they spent like a lot of time doing the mane. Like, it looks so realistic. This is 2014. So this guy was made a lot earlier than this guy. He is a lot of people's favorite lion model, and I can see why. He's one of my top 3. He's definitely up there in my top 3 favorite lions. So yeah, these are the Papo lions, the male lions. Alright, next we have the lionesses. This one is my newest one. I barely even, did much to her. Like, I didn't film with her yet, so I don't know why her tail is kind of chipped. That was not my fault, okay? That just happened somehow. I don't know how, but yeah, I barely used this girl, but she is still very pretty. I love her. She is, like, all stretched out, so, yeah, she's a little bit skinny, but she's very powerful. Like, you can see her muscles and stuff. What year is she? She is 2019. Wow, this guy's quite new. And then we have this one, which I did an unboxing of, by the way. She is very pretty. What is her year? She is 2006. So yeah, this girl is definitely older than her. But man, I genuinely love her. Like, of course, there are other lions that I love a lot more than this one, but, she's still pretty cool. I like her. There's not much to say about these two since I never really used them or had the time to use them. So, yeah, these are my Papo lionesses. Alright, next we have the Safari LTD lions. Gonna start with this girl. She is, 2008. Safari LTD lioness. She is huge. Like, she is very big. Like, compared to the Schleck, she is huge. I used her as Monarch in only Trio. It's pretty much the only series I used her in. Like, she is really big. I'm planning to get the one with the cub in her mouth. But, I have so many other figures that I want to buy that that just kind of went over my head a little bit. But yeah, not much to say about her. She's Safari LTD lioness. And then there's the Safari LTD lion. I don't know what year he is. 2010. He is probably my biggest lion in my collection. Definitely my biggest lion. His name... What was his name again? Maine. His name was Maine. In only Trio. I really do like him. Even though he's big, I still use him just because of how, powerful he is and how, he's very heavy. I used him as like a phone stand before I got my filming stick, which now I film with. I film with this. This is what I film with now. It's broken, but it still works. It still works. So, yeah, this guy is the Safari Ltd lion. Next, we got the Safari Ltd lion cub. This one's the older one, I think. No, this one's the older one. I want to get the newer one. It looks so cool. But, yeah, this is the lion cub. She is perfect. Not much to say about her. So, yeah, here she is. Next are gonna be my very crappy knockoffs. So, these two were in a pack together. This one is the knockoff of the Collecta lioness. I actually still use her for like just other lions. And this one is the fake of the Papo roaring lion. As you can see, it's pretty bad. And then we have the worst of the worst, him. I don't know why I even still have this one. I think I got him at like a thrift store. And, you know, that's all we need to know about this guy. Those are all my lions. Now we're gonna move on to my tigers. So we're gonna do the Papo tigers first. So this one is the Papo orange tiger. One of my first ever models I ever got. Like, you can see them in my very old, in my very old series, Tiger Survival. Tiger Survival was actually my first ever series that I came up with. And I did like 50 remakes of it. And then I only posted like one remake. They were all kind of crappy. This one is 2006, I'm pretty sure. Yes. His name is Claw. I also used him in Only Trio as Claw. It just suits this model, the name Claw. As you can see, pretty marked up. No, it actually looks worse on camera for some reason. His eyes are pretty wonky. You know, I never thought to check the eyes every time I bought a figure. See, that's what I always do now. I check the eyes because some of them can be like this. But you know, like his toe beans are barely even noticeable anymore. So, yeah. And we also have the cub to go with it. I finally found them. I didn't have them in my other collection tour, saying I lost them. But I found them. This one is the 2003 Papo tiger cub. Again, they're very small, so I use them as like really young tigers, or I just use them as newborns. And then I have the exact same thing but in white. Had her as Maya, not in Only Trio, in Tiger Survival. With this cub as well. I think they're all the same year. Yes, they are. Okay. This one is 2006 as well. Okay. I love how this one has like brown stripes on her. It's supposed to be, it is a male model, don't get me wrong. It is supposed to be a boy, but I used it as a girl. And I still use it as a girl. See, brown stripes. And her eyes are not cross-eyed. These two, again, were my first ever figurines, so, you know, pretty cool fun fact. Next, we have my Safari Ltd tigers. Here are the orange ones. This one I used as Amy in Only Trio when she was a cub. This one's probably, like, one of my favorite tiger cubs. You know, other than the Schleck ones. And then here's the other tiger. I don't know what the year they are. There. This one's 2006, and the cub is also 2006. You know, I don't use them often, but know, I still love these two. Not much to say about them because I don't really use tigers often, so these two are pretty cool. And then I have the same thing but in white. So this one and this one I think are both 2006. Yep. This one actually has brown stripes, which I thought was pretty cool. I plan to get the one with black stripes just for the sake of it, even though I barely use this guy. This guy is actually quite new. I got him like maybe last year. Yeah, I think it was last year. Yeah, last year. But yeah, I do like these two. And I plan to get the one with black stripes. And here's the last Papo tiger. It's just a little cub. It's the standing tiger cub by Papo. I think it's like quite new. Give me a second. 2020. So yeah, this guy's quite new. He's pretty cute. Nothing much to say about this guy. Next, the Schleck tigers. I only have the newer ones, but I'm planning to get some of the retired ones as well. So here's the cub. I don't know what year she is. I think she's, yeah, 2000. Wait, I can't find her date. Give me a second. Alright, my bad, guys. I can't seem to find the date on this one, but I'm pretty sure that this one is a 2014. I don't know if they're the same year or not. But this one's probably one of my favorite tiger models, definitely. Used her as Amy in Only Trio, like the adult version of her, which we only see in episode 8. So, not much to say about her, nor the cub. So, yeah, these are my Schleck tigers. Alright, and then my only Mojo tiger. He's actually quite big. Like, he's huge. He is a 2010 Mojo tiger. Also probably one of my favorites. He's so cool. He's also one of my newer ones. Super awesome tiger. Yeah, not much to say about this guy. He's a Mojo 2010 tiger. Next, let's go on to the fake brands or the knockoffs. First, let's start with this one. This one is the dollar store one. It's the knockoff of the Papo tiger, as you can see. He's actually not too bad, except for his eyes. His eyes are kind of all over the place. Yeah, he's just really cheap plastic. Not much to say about him. And then we have the knockoffs of the Schleck tigers, the retired ones. These guys and these guys. See, I'm actually planning to get this guy, the authentic version of this guy, because I found a really good deal on eBay for this guy, so I'm planning to get him authentic, as well as, you know, the rest of them. But, you know, see, no brands, but these guys were also one of my first models ever. You can see them in my older videos. Same thing with this one. See, I really like this one. This one's probably one of my favorites. Yeah, love these guys. I don't think I've used them in any of my newer series, so yeah. Next, I have the same thing, except they're in white. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I'm definitely planning to get the authentic versions of all of these. Because these guys are just so cool. Like, the material's definitely different than the Schleck ones. So, you know, this one's probably like one of my favorites. I think it's a lot of people's favorites. But, see, no brand. It does look like Schleck, but, you know, I just want the authentic ones because I don't really want to support fake brands anymore. But, yeah. These are my tigers. I don't know if this one would count as a tiger, but here's a saber-toothed tiger. He is also an off-brand, knockoff or something. I think it's the off-brand of the Papa one, but I mean, it looks pretty cool. The eyes are cross-eyed, though. I don't really use this guy, so I'll just show it to you guys so I can get him out of the way. Next, I'm going to do my cheetahs, since I don't have a lot of them. We're going to start with the Safari Ltd. Running Cheetah 2019. He's awesome. He's also great for photography as well. Yeah, this guy's pretty cool. I used him as Dasher in Only Trio. Yeah, he's in a sprinting position, which I really do like. So, yeah, this is my Safari Ltd. Cheetah. And then we have my Schleck ones. I have 2 of them, which these are my only cheetahs, by the way. So this one is the Running Schleck Cheetah Cub 2022. And this one is the 2009 retired Schleck Cheetah. I actually adore this one. She is awesome. I got her along with the retired female husky, the 2002 wolf, and the standing golden retriever puppy. But no, I got her totally by accident because I got that lot for the sake of getting the female husky. But I actually grew to really like her, so I'm happy that I got her. Next are going to be my jaguars and leopards, of course. So we're going to start with my black jaguars. Here are just the knockoffs. This one is the knockoff of the Safari Ltd. Black Jaguar. I used him as Jay in Only Trio. He's actually one of my favorite characters when it comes to the villains. Because he's not really a villain, but he's kind of forced to be, you know. And here's just like one of these Safari Ltd. Tubed animals. I don't know where I got this guy. His face is very creepy. But I'd used him as like a newborn for how, you know, small he is. So, yeah, these are my knockoffs of black jaguars. And then we have the Schleck black jaguar, which I'm really happy I got. And now, for some reason, they don't sell them on Amazon anymore. So, you know, I'm glad I got this guy while I did. While I did. So, you know, so cool. Her name was Moonlight in Only Trio. I really liked her character as well. She's pretty cool. Here is my Schleck Snow Leopard. Her name was Snowfall in Only Trio. 2019. Wow. Okay. Oh. Wait, hold on. What was the date for the black jaguar? It was 2018 for her. Anyways, this one is one of my favorite snow leopard models. I really do like this one. Not much to say about her. And then we got the Mojo jaguar. It says leopard on the toy wiki, but for some reason, for some reason it says it's a leopard, but it's actually a jaguar because you can see the spots in between her rosettes, which indicates that she's a jaguar. I had her as Tia in Only Trio. I think I also had her in Unfaithful, but I do not remember her name. You guys can go check for yourself, but I think this one's a 2010. I think it's a 2010 at least. Yeah, here's the Mojo jaguar, and then we have the knockoff of the Schleck retired jaguar. Her name is Rosette. Had her in Only Trio. I have no idea what I wanted her character to be, because in earlier episodes she was like the villain. She was a villain, and after it turned out to be Moonlight, and she just kind of switched sides, I guess. I don't know what happened. You guys can try and figure it out, because yeah, her character was kind of confusing. Anyways, this video is already turning out to be long enough, so let's just move on to my last figurine, which is the Mojo Bobcat. I think it's a Bobcat, at least. It is a 2012. I don't see a lot of people have this model, which, honestly, fair, because I feel like his head is a little too small. But yeah, that's my Bobcat. And that concludes my collection of felines. Now, it did grow quite a bit, of course. This video is gonna be nearly an hour long. I'll do my best to cut around it, because yeah. So yeah, I'm not gonna yap too much for the outro, so everyone have a good day or night, and yeah, see you in the next video.